why don't you introduce yourself and tell us why you became a therapist?
Yeah, my name's Renee McClure, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker, and I've been doing this for almost 30 years, and it's been a long road in this part of it, and I think it all started from when I was very little. I've always been an anxious child, but I didn't know that's what it was. So it probably wasn't until I was in my master's program and I was doing a class on, we were diagnosing different mental health issues, and what we were looking at, I'm like going over generalized anxiety disorder, and I was like, okay, this is legit me. This makes sense to me now. Okay.
I think I have this.
Yes. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty, irrefutable. This is it. And so it really helped me not only wanting to, still want to be a therapist, but I really started working more on my own anxiety management and understanding what it was. So I ended up trying all different kinds of modalities and different things. And I started to feel like, all right, you know what? I've got this anxiety thing figured out. And then I became pregnant with triplets, which started a whole different level and, look to my anxiety and having to learn how to manage that differently. And, all three of my children, bless their hearts, they, genetically, hit bingo on that, and all kind of have their own different pieces of anxiety themselves. So not only is it that I've been working with it with my clients and mostly helping girls, adolescent girls, young adult women with their anxiety, understanding it and learning how to be able to work with it, but I'm, daily working on it with my own children.
Yeah.
So it, it's really caused me, every day causes me to think, okay, how can I do this? How can we do this differently? How can I be understanding about this and also help you get some good tools of being able to manage it? But, I joke with a lot of my clients that, I've been able to make a living out of all the dumb stuff that I did, growing up, because, adolescence is one of those things, we don't always make the best choices.
No, we don't.
Yeah. And I did not. There are many things I look back and still have a little cringe over, but they were all, learning for me, and it depends on just what you do with it. So a lot of it is really me in my therapy and coaching is helping girls really understand that they're good. Like they're good enough in all ways, and that we all make mistakes. We all have stuff to figure out. And, can we go about it and feel better about ourselves and have some fun while we're doing it? So doesn't have to be this idea of therapy is so painful, but it's there for you when you're ready to say like, all right, I'm sick of feeling this way. Like, or I don't know what's going on with me and I just want to do it differently. Yeah. And so I think it's important to be able to have someone that can help guide you through it. Because I would have loved to have had that when I was younger, of someone saying like, okay, no, this is normal. Like, this is something you're supposed to be anxious about. Mm-hmm. And this is something that, okay, yeah, maybe that's a little over the top on this part of it. Let's work with that and figure out what it is. So, I guess the whole thing started out really was learning how to manage my own anxiety, but then helping girls and young women not have to feel so lost going through the process of figuring out their own.
Yeah, absolutely. And growing up as a girl and a woman is very difficult already, sure. Added on with all the other stresses. So it's so nice that you get to work with them and that you've experienced a lot of the things that they have experienced and are experiencing now.
Yeah, absolutely.